Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 27th. We're going to jump right in here, Sag, and we are going to see what is going on for you. I like this already because it looks like results, but we're going to do this reading, and I'm also going to have a link down below to part 2. We're going to do a midweek update for this reading where we're going to go deeper and get more details for you, Sagittarius, but we are going to jump right in here. This looks amazing. You start off with the Knight of Pentacles in your current general energies. So a lot of you, I feel, are kind of like putting in the work to be successful. You have the Sun. I mean, this is a good reading. 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups, Sun, Wheel of Fortune, really nice, really good energy. I do feel like in the middle here, you have the Devil and the Seven of Swords, so I would be careful of any people who are, liars, cheaters, stealers, things like that. But overall, I would say in general, this is a pretty good reading. I feel like you've been working hard with the Knight of Pentacles. Normally, with the Knight of Pentacles, I say you have to work hard, but you end with the King of Pentacles, and so I feel a lot of you are finding success. I frequently say that the Page of Pentacles is the only page that truly wants to be the king. He is kind of like the one that really sets off with maybe the king's intentions, right? He has like the intention to be the king. And I don't normally say that anymore. I used to say that all the time. But it just popped into my head intuitively. Like I feel for a lot of you, this reading is kind of like saying to me that you're trying to reach the top. You're trying to you're kind of like ready for greatness or whatever you want to call it. I feel like and there's a lot of symbolism here that would represent that. Mostly the sun as well. The sun can shine on you. It can be the thing that it's like attention is coming to you. Greatness is coming in for you. I really feel that. You're very powerful stuff. In your crossing energy, you have the Two of Wands. So like maybe believing it is part of the challenge with the Two of Wands. You can see he's actually standing at the top of a castle here, and this wand behind him here kind of represents the fact that he's moving past the past. He is moving past all the things that he has already done. It's kind of like a symbol of accomplishment. But he's holding that world, and he could be looking out into the world with envy. He's kind of like looking at that world, and he's looking at all the things that he has done. He's not looking out into the world that is in front of him on the card. He's not looking out and saying, like, look at all the stuff that's in front of me. Look at all the stuff that I still can do. Look at all the opportunities that I could, all the things I could accomplish. So the Two of Wands kind of says it's time to kind of like leave your comfort zone. There's actually a village down here, and it's kind of hard to see, but he's going to be, he's about to leave a comfort zone on this card. He is looking to expand. He's looking to make some sort of change, or he's looking to grow with this card. So I kind of feel that for a lot of you. Next, in the area of your thoughts, clearly your thoughts are on greatness with the Six of Wands. I like this reading. I feel like you're kind of getting ready for success, or whatever you want to call it, but this is a card of excellence, and he's about to do something that is going to lead to success. I can't get away from the attention in this reading as well. It's not an accurate way to read tarot necessarily, but I'm kind of surprised the Nine of Wands hasn't shown up here, because the Nine of Wands to me is a card of recognition and achievement. This is also a card of recognition and achievement, and when I get the two cards together, to me it's like a big clue of like some sort of attention coming in for you in a good way. So I really like to see that. In the area of your foundation, you have the Devil. Some of you, I feel like, could be relying on something to kind of like motivate you or to push you forward. Here's what I'm getting. It might be something that needs to be cut out of your life with the Devil card, Sagittarius. What I will say about the Devil is like sometimes we can be in a relationship, and it's like maybe we don't want to be in the relationship, but maybe the person supports us in some way. And again, this is not a criticism, I'm not calling you out here or anything like that, but I do feel some of you, it's like time to set yourself free from something like that. For others, I feel like there's something that you think you need that you actually don't. The Devil can represent drugs and alcohol and things, so it might be time to watch out for those types of like activities, right? For others, I mean, it could be anything, but I do feel there is something that you think you need that you don't. That's like the best way I could describe the energy. The Devil is an energy vampire. It's like something that sucks your energy away. It doesn't actually give you energy, so I would be careful of that. With this Devil type energy. Overall, I don't really feel too bad about this either. It kind of seems like you're moving away from this, although I would say if you have a toxic person in your life, definitely time to cut that out. Next, in the area of your past, this is the energy that you are moving away from, Sagittarius. You have the King of Swords, just very serious, like lack of fun type of energy here. Look, like this is no fun. This is a lot of fun right here in this row. So it seems to me like you are moving away from like something that's too serious, something that just isn't fun, something where there's no growth and abundance. It just looks like the devil to me. For some of you, that devil energy could be a job as well. It's like you could have a job, it's supporting you, so it's like showing up in your foundation, right, with that devil. So it's something that supports you, but maybe it's also stealing your soul. Maybe it's also like causing a bunch of pain and annoyance and all this other stuff. So it looks like you are removing these restrictions from your life with the King of Swords. I do feel very restricted. I'm actually going to clarify that right away. We're going to clarify that King of Swords. I want to see where this is going. Six of Cups could be something from your past, but you're clearly moving away from it. Again, the King of Swords is coming up in your past position, and the Six of Cups is a card of your past. But there's a person who's walking away from those children in the background. You can see him kind of like over here. And the Six of Cups also represents a turnaround. I almost get this feeling that this part of the reading is saying you are being given the opportunity to escape a limiting situation. It could be any type. It's going to be different for all of you. Could be a job, could be a relationship, whatever. Wherever you are feeling limited, I see you kind of moving away from it. You're probably going to have to be tactical. You have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords can represent lying, cheating, and stealing. But he is stealing those swords from an army that is in the background right here. And he is kind of stealing those swords so they can't be used against him in battle. So he's not like going straight at the army. He's not confronting the army head on. He's not using swords to kill them all, right? He's stealing their swords so they can't be used against him. It's like he's winning the battle in a different way. And I feel that for you. It's like if you're dealing with a person, this is a card of walking on eggshells, tiptoeing, right? He's tiptoeing away with this card, so he's like sneaky. I do feel for some of you, you are going to have to, handle things with care. He's holding these swords by their tips. It represents handling something with care. So it's like you're going to have to do something delicately here, but I also feel like it's going to be very good for you. I'd say especially for those of you that are walking away from like a job that is limiting or a job that just isn't making you happy. It's like you're moving towards something better. Same thing with love as well. He also has these polka dots on his cloak. The polka dots in the tarot represent needing to have more fun. Like I said, the last row here is all joy, happiness, fun. You have the Wheel of Fortune as well, which is your card. You are the sign of joy, happiness, and fun as well, Sagittarius. So I feel like you're kind of like creating more joy, happiness, and fun in your life. Next, in the area of the next few months, you have the Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing, being very happy. This is like coming from a place of, infinite abundance. That cup could just reach down and fill itself up right here, Sagittarius. There's also that dove at the top. So there's clearly some peace or happiness coming in for you with that dove. So I really like to see that. There's also this W right here on the card. The W could represent the west, and the sun sets in the west, and you have the sun right here. I kind of feel like those, I never say that with the Ace of Cups, but the sun is showing up here. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like the sun is actually rising. This is coming up in the next few months, but the sun is kind of rising in your reading with this energy, even though this would be the sunset, right? The west. But definitely a lot of happiness coming in for you. And again, it is a card that is tied to the sun. Next, you have the sun in the area of your closest relationships. So I feel like the people in your life are going to make you very happy with the sun card. I feel like the people in your life are going to lead to a lot of fulfillment and happiness as well. I also feel there's just like joy coming in for you. There's a certain amount of ease with this card. You can see he's got this big flag that he's holding here, this red banner, and it's meant to represent he's not struggling to hold that, even though it's meant to look like something that is heavy. It's meant to look like something that requires a lot of effort, but he's doing it effortlessly. That is popping into my head. I feel like things are, I wouldn't say things are becoming like easy for you, but things are becoming more effortless. I feel like there's things are becoming easier in your life, I feel. Next, in the area of your future feelings, I feel like you're feeling like yourself. I love this, that the Wheel of Fortune is coming up in the area of your future feelings. This really tells me that you're feeling more yourself. You're feeling empowered. I also feel like you're feeling very lucky with this Wheel of Fortune energy. With the Wheel of Fortune, we kind of want to be at the center of the wheel. When we're at the, there's like 3 parts to the wheel, and I'll just show you. You can see there's like the outside, the inner, inside, and then the all the way inside here. And you want to be at the center of the wheel. That's where your fortunes are always changing. Your life is always changing when you're at the center of the wheel. But it's kind of like you are the one that's in control of the change. And not only that, you're not always getting tossed around the wheel. You're more in control, and I feel that for you with the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. I'm also getting some sort of ending here as well. It's like there's I am kind of getting like the sunset, sunrise type of energy in your life with the Wheel of Fortune. So there could be some sort of change. And finally, your outcome is the King of Pentacles. More stability, more predictability. Sometimes I feel like the King of Pentacles is a little bit boring. Sometimes I also feel that the boringness isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like if your life is becoming more predictable, which we see with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune could say you're coming to the top of the wheel. I really feel like this reading is kind of saying you're on top. You're like I said at the beginning of the reading, you're reaching a certain level of greatness. And I feel that for you here. King of Pentacles is a little more predictable. It doesn't mean life is perfect, like I said, but it does mean that you can maybe see things that are coming towards you so you can better prepare for any challenges that are coming your way. You can also, we should also be preparing for success, people. I always tell people, prepare for success. It's like if you have a success and you're prepared for it, you can multiply it, you can make it bigger. And we should all be doing that. And that's what I feel like you're doing. It's like you're better at seeing things that are coming your way. I'm going to also pull an Oracle card here, and what do you know? You have this Poise card. Are you kidding me? Sagittarius, like literally exactly what I was talking about this entire time. Greatness coming in for you. You being on a pedestal. You can see that the person on this card is like poised. Poised means like poised for success. She is ready to be successful. She's on a pedestal. That's literally what I've been talking about this whole entire time. It's like you are ready for greatness. You are ready for success. What's the next card? You have this Flexible card as well. I feel like the Flexible card is saying you need to be flexible in how you achieve greatness, but pretty good reading, Sagittarius. A lot of abundance coming in for you. I feel like just get ready for greatness is what I would say here. But thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Again, I will have part 2 linked up down below, so make sure to check out part 2 of this reading. We're going to clarify this exact spread and bring out some more details. But thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.